I tell you what kills business: cash flow, rather the lack of it. So many businesses that are profitable die because they don't have enough cash flow. Keeping the cash flowing keeps the business going. So how do you generate more cash flow? Well, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you've got to become a master of this skill set. Yes, it's marketing. Yes, it's sales. It's also the models in businesses. I'm going to break all this down in this video to help grow your business. So keeping that cash flowing keeps the business going, and it's worth reminding ourselves of that key phrase. You've got to get really good at marketing. And I always say, really, you should be a marketeer over an operator of your business. So you're focusing on income generating. There's operating tasks, and you should be building a team to do the operating so that you can focus more on the income generating tasks. Now, here's the thing, right? Lots of business owners have a scarce mindset around their business. They're worried about cash flow. They're worried about how to pay the bills. And in many cases, certainly here in the United Kingdom, they've got a whole heap of turnover taxes, business rates, VAT, and other essential overheads that stop them from investing into the growth of their business. A lot of people are scared about borrowing money as well. So they've got to try and get as much cash generation and investment from their existing revenue that they're generating. So yeah, we've got to get really good at marketing. But there's also another little thing that I've learned over the last 20 years of being in business. It's all about the model. And you want to make sure that you've got a model that is designed for cash flow generation and profitability. And here's the thing. Some models are very difficult and other models are just better. So let's take a moment now to look at models in more detail. Now, all businesses have a model. It's just whether it's the one that you want. Now, what business model do you want? Well, for me, I want a business model that has automatic, predictable cash flow, where I can see what's going to happen to my business and not start from zero each month. And most businesses start from zero each month. Let me give you an example. Say you sell cars. That's your business. Now, that can be very profitable. It's a profitable business model, but you do start from zero each month. You've got to find new customers to buy from you each month because people only buy a car once every 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So they're not regular and predictable because they're high sales. But if I owned a car garage, I would add on multiple revenue streams that work like an ecosystem. So I'd put an MOT station that repairs cars and does the annual MOT. I'd probably put a car wash on there so that I could get people washing their cars 10 or 12 times a year to be reminded about our business, creating regularity. Now that's an example of tweaking the model. But now I want to take you on location to one of my businesses that I think is even better than that business model of tweaking. It's actually finding a model that has the rule of 4. And I'm going to explain the rule of 4 on location right now. We're now on location in one of my day nurseries. Now, I built up a big chain of day nurseries because it's a brilliant business model that has the rule of 4. Now, the rule of 4 is where your customers transact with you 4 times in quick succession. That's what we want. That's a great business model because it's my experience. There's much more loyalty to the customer and your business when that happens. That's what day nurseries have. You drop your children off on Monday, you pick them up, you drop them off on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. You're transacting with the business 4 times in quick succession, creating loyalty, making the customer less fickle. They just remember to do business with you because there's loyalty there. Not like selling cars, that business model that we spoke about earlier. What happens there is people only need you once every 2 or 3 years, like I spoke about. That's not the rule of 4. I'll tell you what else isn't the rule of 4. It's owning a farm outdoor visitor attraction. In the winter, it's raining today, the customers are very irregular, they come once or twice a year at best. It's a model that doesn't have the rule of 4. So what do you need to do? You need to tweak the model if you do own a business that's highly seasonal like this. So what we did is we built the day nursery on the visitor attraction, so we've got that regular cash flow, plus with the visitor attraction we added memberships and more events to get people to come back here more regularly. That's what you've got to work out to tweak your model so that you can have more regularity in your cash flow. So we spoke about business models and tweaking the business model to get more positive cash flow and indeed profitability in your business. So that's a good way of generating more positive cash flow, but there's also marketing. And here on the flip chart, I've got some of my favorite ideas for generating more cash flow into your business. And I'm going to walk you through that in just a moment. You'll be able to swipe and deploy some of these ideas and get going straight away. But also, American Express can help you with your cash flow by signing up to the American Express Business Gold Card. It gives you greater flexibility in your cash flow by giving you up to 54 days to clear the balance. Plus, each £1 you spend earns you 1 membership reward point that you can redeem with hundreds of retailers on items such as office supplies, IT equipment, and they can be used to reward employees. There is an annual fee of £195, but good news, it's zero for the first year. It's subject to status, 18 plus only, and terms and conditions apply. If you are interested in an American Express Business Gold Card, there's a link in the video description. Now let's get into generating more cash flow for our business. Now the first thing that you want to focus on with your marketing is make sure there's offers. And remember, offers, not discounting. I actually prefer free over discounting. Got to have great offers like that American Express offer where you can get the fee £0 for the first year. That's a good offer, much better than discounting your product or service. So you want to make sure that you've got really good, well thought out offers that make people want to buy. Removing friction. That's the job of a good marketeer, is to get rid of that risk reversal, because this is how human beings work. They're looking at a piece of marketing, they're deciding whether to buy into your products and services, and they're thinking, what's the risk of me spending money with this product or service? Am I going to be let down? Am I actually going to get the product or service? If things go wrong, will I get my money back? How will they look after us? So offers can really help with reversing those risks, especially if they're a new customer to you. Another way of generating cash flow, especially if you're an SME business, is usually SME businesses have a limited product range. Maybe they've just got one key product or one key range. You've got to create other reasons for customers to come back to you, especially if you think about that car story that we told earlier in the video. That's one product that they need from you once every 3 or 5 years. And I spoke about generating another way of getting more cash flow into the business by creating multiple products and services in an ecosystem, like that I've done at my visitor attraction with the day nursery. You see, this is repeating here. Sometimes you need to increase the range to give your customers an opportunity to come back and spend money with you if they've already bought what you already sell. I'm a big fan of before and after lead generation. Very much like that risk reversal thing that I spoke about earlier. If people can see in your marketing what something looked like before and what it looks like after, that gives them the guarantee that your products and service will deliver. It's why people like watching cooking programs. This is what it started with before, this is what it looks like after, now want to go and make it. How can you get that into your marketing? Especially, you see this with cleaning companies. They show you something before that was very messy. Look at it now, nice and clean. People like buying into that. So try and get some before and after lead generation into your marketing, and you could see that lever help you get more customers. Payment plans. Here's a thing that I've discovered. Lots of businesses actually do offer payment plans, but they keep it as a big secret. And what I've discovered is actually customers don't want to ask you for payment plans. So you need to be very upfront if you offer payment plans. And if you don't, try and think about how you can. You might have to team up with a third-party provider to provide the credit or finance or lend them money, but you want to try and work out how you can give customers payment plans so that they can choose to buy from you, so they can help cash flow their spend with your product or service. Offering guarantees on your marketing is one of the fastest ways that you can generate more cash flow into your business. Because if you're a good business, you probably would guarantee your work. And much like the payment plan idea that I spoke about just a moment ago, business owners keep their guarantees of their products or service a big secret. No. Make sure it's upfront so people know that you're guaranteeing your work, because that's a top way of risk reversal. And especially if you go into economic downturns, guarantees could be the lubricant that makes people decide to spend their money with your products or service, especially if your competitors don't offer guarantees. Testimonials. Testimonials can get people over the line when they're looking at you over another possible competitor. And the better the source of where the testimonial come from that is trusted, maybe that's another big company that's giving you a testimonial, or maybe it's a famous person giving your company a testimonial. All of these things can really get people to spend money with your business. It's why influencer marketing is so powerful and actually can be really cost effective compared to paid for marketing. So a little think about testimonials and influencer marketing. Now, I've put demonstrations and try before you buy because I'm going to combine them here. If there is an opportunity that you can offer customers a try before they buy situation, or a try before they really buy situation into your business, maybe they can rent for a while and then buy in because they've had that opportunity to rent. Maybe if you're selling cars like earlier, say, look, rent it for 2 weeks, see if you like it, or try it for a day, see if you like it, then they can come back and buy. That's again another great way of risk reversal. That's the same idea as demonstrations. Wherever you can demo your product or service or try before you buy, that can work very well. Now, obviously, if you're selling swimming pools, you can't just say, let me build you a swimming pool in your garden, and if you like it, pay for it. That's obviously not going to work. But where you can offer this, you will see a dramatic results in increased customer acquisition. This little puppy is one of my favorites. Offering shorter delivery times. In a world where everyone wants everything instantly, that's why we've got streaming now compared to video shops. Everyone wants everything now. How can you do that? I noticed this in one of my businesses. We reduced the delivery times for our e-commerce business, and we saw our sales go up literally overnight. So shorter delivery times is a great way of making people buy from you, thus increasing cash flow. Always follow up. It's my experience that most businesses are terrible at follow-up. They don't have a system and process in place for following up on all the leads, inquiries and prospects that come into the business. Someone emails in, they give them a quote, then life got in the way and no one picked up the phone and said, hey, would you like to actually go ahead with that quote? And they probably put that quote out to 5 or 6 people. The one that picks up the phones and actually follows up are the ones that increase their cash flow. So always look to follow up on all your leads and inquiries, and you'll improve your cash flow. Well, hopefully you've got some golden nuggets there that you can take away from this video to deploy into your business, to generate more cash flow and increase the profitability in your business. Don't forget to check out the American Express Business Gold Card. All the details for that are in the video description. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll be here to help grow your business further.